Kathy at Northstar Prepsteader. In my last video you saw me showcasing my purple MURASAKI peppers. Well, I picked them and I have a bunch of banana peppers and I'm going to can them up together. So let me show you how that turns out. It's really good to eat them fresh and everything, but I have so many that I'm going to actually be pickling them with my banana peppers. So you can see my bowl, it's cut up between the purple MURASAKIs and my banana peppers. Beautiful. I don't know if the MURASAKIs will stay purple when I can them, but they sure are pretty right now. I'm just going to continue to de-seed and cut these up until these are all done. Got quite a few finished already. So these MURASAKI peppers, it's a purple outside, but the flesh inside is green. So it makes for a very, very beautiful addition to your salad or whatever. So I'm not sure if these are going to stay purple in canning, but they certainly are a delight. Alright, I've got the brine going, and what I have in here is 2 cups of water, 3 cups of white distilled vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of salt, and about 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric. So I'm just going to bring this to a boil. In the meantime, I'm going to start getting my jars ready. Okay, my jars are all clean and hot. And my brine has come to a boil. It calls for a clove of garlic per pint. I don't have any fresh garlic. I usually just keep this prepared garlic around, so I'm just going to put in what would be the equivalent of like 1/2 a clove in each jar. And then I'm going to fill the jars with my cut peppers. I have no idea how many jars I'm going to get, so this will be an experiment. Something very new for me. I do want to kind of pack them down a little bit because they will shrink up quite a bit. These are 1/2 pint jars that I'm doing. I get it up to about 1/2 inch head space. Debubble my jars here. These are so pretty with both of those peppers in here. And I'm going to clean the rims. Screw the rings on, finger tight. And I put these in my canner. I'm using my steam canner for the very first time. Yay! This was a gift from a viewer and I so appreciate it. I've been waiting and waiting for something that I could can it with. So these look beautiful. So I got 9 1/2 pints in here. So this has a rack that sets in there and I had to fill the water just up to that rack. Now during the steam process this will go down, so you have to make sure that you do this. If I were to do multiple batches, I would have to make sure that I refill the water back up to that level. Now the cover on the back has this little vent hole here. And so I'm going to put that towards the back so I don't get steam on me, and then put the cover on here. So the brand, this particular brand is Victorio, and it's got, I don't know if you could see it or not, it's got this little gauge. So now that I have all the jars in, I'm going to turn this up to full heat And then when this red needle, I'm in the blue area, 0 to 3,000 feet. And so when the needle gets into right past the blue into that green area, I can start timing it, and these will take 10 minutes. One of the reasons I wanted the steam canner was because it takes so little water on there, and anybody who has a minimum of water in where they live and what they're doing in canning, this is a great alternative. It is an approved manner of canning now. So doing a steam canning, it's the same as water bath. It is not the same as pressure canning. So this would be like water bath canning. Okay, this is done. The 10 minutes are up. You can see that the red needle is high in the green area. There we go. It's a little clearer now. And I kept reducing the flame on it. Now that the 10 minutes is done, I turned the heat off, and now I have to let it sit for 5 minutes before I can take the cover off. Then that allows it to depressurize a little bit in there so that when I open the cover, there's not so much steam coming out. Okay, my 5 minutes is up. Still very hot in there. So I'm going to carefully lift it away from me so that the steam can go that direction. After these rest for 24 hours, I can shake it up and all the peppers will then settle to the bottom. So they look like they're floating, really shrunk, but they'll be fine. So most of the purple went off the skins of the MURASAKI peppers. So they look a little bit more like green olives in there now, but the brine in there turned purple, which is so cool. It's beautiful. I have to let them sit now for a couple weeks before I can try them.